Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the science of umami. Umami is one of the 5 basic taste profiles found in cooking, along with sweet, sour, salty, and bitter, and is often the most forgotten of the bunch due to its abstractness. It can be described as a savory or meaty taste and is usually linked to protein-rich foods. Umami enhances the overall flavor profile of dishes, making them more complex and satisfying, so understanding umami is definitely important for cooking because it can help balance all those tastes and create an enjoyable eating experience that you would not get otherwise, due to the fact that it can intensify the perception of the other taste. So the term umami is actually Japanese and translates directly to pleasant savory taste, and was identified in 1908 by a Japanese chemist who discovered that the taste was due to the chemical compounds glutamate, enzonate, and guanylate, which are all naturally occurring in umami-rich foods. Glutamate is an amino acid that, when linked together through peptide bonds, forms proteins, which are crucial for a numerous amount of bodily functions, including building and repairing tissues, acting as enzymes to speed up chemical reactions, supporting immune function, and it is also a neurotransmitter with several types of receptors throughout the nervous system that support memory, cognition, and mood regulation. So for a quick little organic chemistry lesson here for you, an amino acid consists of a central carbon atom bonded to an amino group, a carboxyl group, hydrogen atom, and an R group, also known as a side chain. And enzonate and guanylate are nucleotides, which are composed of a nitrous base, a pentose sugar, and a phosphate. So, moving on to nucleotides. Nucleotides are molecules that serve as a building block for nucleic acids, also known as DNA and RNA, which aid in genetic information storage, energy transfer, and metabolic processes, providing the basis for our genetic code. So, as you can see, the addition of umami is not only great in food, but it also aids in many essential bodily functions. So, now that we know what umami is, I thought I'd give some examples of places where you can find umami. So, starting with Japanese cuisine, you can find ingredients that include umami in soy sauce, seaweed, and miso. Chinese cuisine, you can find umami in soy sauce, fish sauce, and dried mushrooms. Korean food uses umami through fermented foods such as gochujang, which is fermented chili paste, and green tea. Italian cuisine uses Parmesan cheese, cured meats, and tomato sauces. And French cuisine incorporates umami through stocks and demi-glazes. So, traditionally, American cuisine does not emphasize umami-rich ingredients, and this is probably due to a little controversy involving MSG, which is a common umami enhancer used in a lot of Asian foods. And if you want to know more about that, you should listen to my podcast, which I'll link here because I'm not going to get into that again. But yeah, anyways, by leveraging these principles, Thai cuisine in particular achieves its distinctive flavor profile with umami playing a central role in enhancing the depthness and richness of their dishes through ingredients like fish sauce, dried shrimp, and tamarind paste. Okay, so now that we've explained what umami is, let's try to recreate it in the kitchen. And I thought, what better way of doing that than by making pad thai? So let's go explore this Asian market and pick up the ingredients that we need.
Right.
So, there's people in
Go. Just walk. Just go get a cart. Wave. Wave.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so there's a few key things that we're going to need to get. Bean sprouts, some noodles, some tofu, and some shrimp. So let's go find them. Okay guys, so we got everything we needed from the Thai market, except for 2 things. We didn't get tamarind paste because they didn't have it, so I'll have to order that online on Amazon. And we did not get tofu because somebody decided they didn't want tofu. So yeah, let's go home. Okay, so it's been a day or 2. We had to wait on our tamarind paste, but now that we have that and we have everything else, let's get started on making our pad thai. So for this recipe, we will need fish sauce, tamarind paste, brown sugar, rice noodles, vegetable oil, dried shrimp, fresh shrimp, eggs, bean sprouts, green onions, roasted peanuts, lime, cilantro. Starting off with prep, first we'll need to soak our noodles. So we're going to soak our rice noodles in a bowl, as you can see, with warm water for about 30 minutes until they are pileable. Then you'll drain and set that aside. Next, we will prep our vegetables. So I started by roughly chopping my garlic, peanuts, and green onions. Next, you'll want to set your wok to a medium-high heat and add the oil to let it heat up. You'll know the wok is ready when you can add a little bit of water to it and it'll sizzle. Now that our pan is nice and hot, I added my garlic while I get my dried shrimp ready. Adding both our dried shrimp and our fresh shrimp now until the fresh shrimp turns to a light pink color. While that is cooking, I decided to prep my sauce. So in a small bowl, I mixed the fish sauce, tamarind paste, and brown sugar together until the sugar was dissolved. Lastly, prepping our eggs. So in a separate bowl, I cracked and mixed my eggs so that they'll be ready to be scrambled in the wok. Okay, once our shrimp is pink, we'll move that over to the side, add our eggs in, and scramble them in the wok beside them. We'll add our noodles and our sauce to the wok and mix together. As you can see, the recipe is really starting to come together. So once that's all mixed in, we'll add our peanuts, green onions, and bean sprouts. And that is pretty much it. So as you can see, with just a few basic ingredients, we can get a huge flavor impact because we're using a lot of umami ingredients. You can taste and adjust the seasonings if needed. For example, if you need more saltiness, you can add fish sauce. If you need more sourness, you can add tamarind paste. And if you need more sweetness, you can add the brown sugar. Okay, so our pad thai is ready. So I'm gonna give it a try. Oops. I don't want it to be weird.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yay!
So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and catch us in the next one. Until then, bye! For the full recipe and more details, check the description box below. Happy cooking!